G'day punters, how you going? Say it really loud, come on.
G'day punters, how you going?
Well, as the title suggests, this is about whether or not I've got a bench chassis. The story doesn't start here though. This is August 2022. It starts well over a year ago when we did our lap around Australia. Probably around about May. Bloke at a pub told me, or asked me, did I have a bench chassis? Well, I shouldn't start the conversation here. As I say, it started over a year ago. I did a video on it. So I'll take you back to have a quick look and then I'll bring you back.
Oh my god. Bang.
How do I approach this subject? Mrs. is a little bit concerned, and we were at Gregory yesterday and like said, asked me if I had a bench chassis, and I told him to piss off. And I've noticed this. The gap up the top here is wider than down the bottom. If you stand aside, the top of the cab actually leans to the left, so it's not perfectly vertical anyhow. But anyhow, the boss reckons it's dropped a bit. So I'm going to get under there and just check all the chassis from just in front of the rear springs all the way back. I don't think I've got a bent chassis or cracked chassis or anything, would certainly know about it. I checked all those mounts before we left and they were all tight, but I'll check it again. I finished looking up to in front of the spring hangers on the rear suspension on the passenger side, and I've looked at the side as well, and I can't again see anything obvious. You can see the second canopy mount on this side better. This is the driver's side. You can see it's welded there. There's a felt weld on the inside of the chassis as well, and around here. They look solid. That's all steel on steel. They haven't buckled or moved. Well, there's not much else I can do. I just keep an eye on it. What I've done is I've measured from that side of the front side of the canopy to the cab, just to that chrome piece, 125 mils. Let's see if that grows any. Well, today the boss and I went up to Toowoomba and dropped into a bloke, Warren, who works at Chassis Line up there, specialising in chassis repairs, extensions, modifications, and straightening and all that sort of stuff. Not just on four-wheel drives, but trucks, like heavy vehicle stuff, sort of stuff I used to work on. Anyhow, he threw it on his rack and checked it out. Probably within 2 hours, rang back, said, straight as a die, mate, all within tolerance. At the back of this little bit of video, I've got his little, well, it's his invoice. I asked him to put something on his invoice, just so I could show you guys. So those naysayers out there on the social media, YouTube, Facebook, you know who you are. Well, you're wrong. Those keyboard engineers. Now, some of you are genuinely concerned. Thanks for your concern for those of you who were concerned. But, as I sort of alluded to, she's not bent. What I've done is I've dropped the information of Chassis Line into the description of this video too, for any of you who are interested in knowing more about them. I've also put their website address as well.